Hello curl friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jody and it's great to have you join me today. So today we have something a little bit different. We do have a live audience. I have my mother. She is here early this morning and she just decided to stick around and see what this is all about. So I'll try not to be extra nervous, but anyways, let's get into why we're actually here today. We are doing a this or that video. So I'm comparing two different products, and the purpose of doing this is I just want to give you guys an idea of maybe which one is better. Maybe there's a price point difference. Maybe which one would work better on different styles of hair. So that's what we're getting into. So this week we are applying these two foams. I have the Zoto's All About Curls Boosting Foam, and then I have the Treluxe Soothe and Restore Curl Defining Mousse. Now basically, even though this one says it's a mousse, it's a foam consistency, and I'll get more into that as I am brush styling these products in. I'll read the specs on what a foam is, but let's just dive individually into what these products are, or the specs of each individual product. This is the Zoto's All About Curls Boosting Foam Lightweight Definition. It retails for $13.69. It's for all curl types that crave bouncy, voluminous, touchably soft, defrizz curls. Pump generously into palms and scrunch upwards into wet curls and roots. For an extra boost, you can scrunch and hold and release. So pretty simple. We are going to be applying that one on this side. Before I get into applying that, I did just want to let you know I have applied the Hair Insurance, the Aussie Hair Insurance Leave-In Conditioner. I've just found that I've been trying to play around with foams a little bit more lately, and when it's not summertime, I cannot do a foam as my base styler. I have to have something a little bit more moisturizing underneath. So in the summertime, I might be able to get away with it. I'm not sure. I still have to work on that. But at this point, I cannot do that. So I went in, like I said, with that leave-in conditioner that really doesn't give me any curl clumps or styling like that. It just helps give me some moisture. So we are going in with, like I said, this All About Curls foam, the Zoto's. And I think I'm just going to do a pump and a half. As you can see, this is the consistency. And we're just going to rake this through. I will brush style it as well. I think I'm going to apply the other side, the foam on the other side, and then brush style, and then give you the specs and just show you a little bit of the product, like a breakdown of the product a little bit better. This is the Treluxe Soothe and Restore Curl Defining Mousse. Retails for $23. Whip your curls into shape with this Soothe and Restore Curl Defining Mousse, formulated to provide long-lasting hold using lightweight ingredients that allow your curls and waves to be formed and free. It's great for wash and goes or low manipulation styles where fullness and definition is a must. Cleanse and condition your hair and scalp, and while your hair is still wet, apply 2 to 3 pumps of the mousse into the hands and distribute evenly from roots to ends. Allow your hair to air dry or diffuse. So since I'm only doing half of my side of hair with this, we are going in with a pump and a half, I think. Again, we're just going to do the same amount. Now this one is a lot more watery. It is just a different consistency feeling. I feel more of a slime and a slip, where the other one, when I broke it down, it just felt more foamy. So, like I said, we went in with about the same product amount. Just going to rake this all over through my hair, and then I will brush style. I can already tell you, I can feel the product of the Treluxe one sitting on my hair more than I can feel the Zoto's. And while I brush style, I just want to make sure my hair is soaking wet. As I'm brush styling, I'm just going to do this half and half method, how I used to do it. It's not my favorite to do anymore. It's really easy generally, but I just don't like the way it looks in the back of my hair so much. But anyways, because we have two different sides of products, that's how I'm going to do it. At this point, I might speed through this a little bit, but I will show you a breakdown of the products side by side and also tell you a little bit more about what a foam is. Foams typically have a lighter and airier consistency and a higher water content than mousse. They usually contain fewer oils and emollients and are likely to be more lightweight. They also often provide a softer hold than a mousse and are great for adding volume to flat sections. Foams are often recommended for people with fine or low density hair because they add volume without weighing the hair down. They can be great for enhancing your natural curls without the heaviness of a cream. Alright, I have both sides brush styled, and as I was brush styling this one, I just felt like, actually, I didn't feel much on this side, to be truthfully honest. I did not feel really too much of a difference from this side. Just stood out to me, I guess I want to say. This side is easier to focus on because I could feel the coating on my hair as I was brush styling, and it didn't necessarily add any extra slip, but I just feel an extra coating, and I feel like it clumped my curls a little bit more. But I don't know if it's going to be clumping in the way that I like necessarily. As of this point, I like the feeling of the Zotos a little bit better. It just feels more free, more my natural hair. But let's finish up the styling process. I do have a gel because I know that my hair, trying to style just alone with foams as far as a holding product, is not going to work for me. So I am going to be applying the Twist Weather Up Gel. This is just a nice medium gel in my opinion, and I'm going to try to be consistent with how much I use. Got that much there. Let me see how far this takes me. Yeah, I think this will be good for one side. Just going to scrunch that in. I can definitely feel product on my hair on this side. Makes me a little nervous, but yet sometimes that's good for my hair. You know, sometimes that means that it's going to hold up better, it's going to clump better. So we'll just see. Okay. Now going back in just a little bit more. All right. I hope that looks about the same. And once again, I don't feel much product in this side. It just feels pretty natural. Okay. So far, this is what the Zoto side is looking like. I like the way this one's looking at this point. This one, I mean, this one's not looking bad. I just feel like this one's, I see more curl pattern already forming. I see plenty of clumps on this side, but it's weighing a little heavier on my hair. Okay, usually at this point I flip my head upside down, and I will oftentimes scrunch upside down, but we're not doing that since I have a split style. Also, we're not going to do the wet plop since I had the split style. I'm just going to pretty much go and diffuse, I think, pretty much right away. So that's what we'll do. I will meet back and I'll show you what this hair is looking like. Okay, curl friends, I am back with my hair fully diffused, styled. I've scrunched out the crunch. I've lightly glazed over my hair with the oil, scrunched out the crunch, all that stuff. There really was no cast. So let's dive into what my hair looks like. So this was the Zoto side. And this is what the underside is looking like. And this is the Treluxe side. And this is what the Treluxe curls are looking like. All right, now let me just start off by saying I like both sides. I really do. But there are some differences. This side, the Zoto side, it took less time to dry. Not by a lot. There wasn't a huge drying difference. But this side did dry just a little faster, and my curls are just a little bit piecier. Those are the two main differences that I noticed. And maybe I do have just a little bit more frizz. I'm not really attributing the frizz to these mousse necessarily because I did apply gel to both sides, but I do feel like I have just maybe a slight bit more. That could just be because I didn't get the gel where I should have, or it could have something to do with how the gel interacted with that foam. So that's the Zoto side, my thoughts there. And then this side, I have This is the Treluxe side. I have bigger curl clumps, definitely some bigger, juicier curl clumps. And so this side did also take a little bit longer to dry. One, there was more of that film on there, that heaviness feeling when I initially applied the product, and plus being bigger curl clumps, it's going to take a little bit longer to get dried all the way through those curl clumps. So the reason why I didn't go into too many more details on each side is because both sides then have similarities of good shine. They both have good volume, I feel like. I mean, it's not a outstanding volume, but it is pretty good volume. And especially because I don't usually wear my hair this way. You know, I usually part it off to the side, one side or the other. But for the sake of this experimentation, doing the this or that series, I have parted it in the center. So I do have pretty good volume and fullness throughout, even on the piecier side and even on the more clumped side. So my thoughts are, one of these products may be better for one type of hair and the other one for another type. So if you have more fine hair that's easily weighed down, over moisturized, or over just easily weighed down by the amount of product, feels heavy on your hair and keeps it from getting life and bounce, then I would recommend the Zotos. If your hair is more coarse, possibly more dry, needs a little bit more moisture, needs a little bit more just product to hold it in place or to shape it, then the Treluxe might be your type of product. I can get away with either one, I feel like. So let me know which side you like best in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you, and let me know which one you're more interested in. I really appreciate hearing from you, and a thumbs up really helps me out. So until I see you again next week, have a great day. Bye.